For the past 2 consecutive weeks, the Highlanders have struggled past their opponents by just a 10-7 scoreline. This week, against the weaker from Australia, the Force, they'll be hoping they can put the paint on and pile on some points like they did against the Blues 3 weeks ago. Hello everyone and welcome on to Cornflakes Group, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the Highlanders career mode, where the Western Force are at home hosting the defending champions, the Highlanders. And we have an interesting matchup here. The Western Force struggling through Super Rugby so far, and their team looks good on paper, but their performances on the pitch leave much to be desired. Their forward pack has a lot of experience with Halo Nukunuka, Charles and Manu, a front row that is of decent level as well. Fahamahina, the French international, props up the second row. Cottrell and Wade Drago, the flankers on the back row, again, very capable players. It questions where the problems are coming for the Force. Baden Kerr, a number 9, normally a 10, but seems to be adapting to the position himself. Maybe it's the back line for the Force. Burlon, he is an unknown at 10, but still, Tuatara Morrison, Hayward, Shipley should be adept enough to get results at this level. The Force is struggling, and it can't get much better here, facing against a team like the Highlanders. Here is their starting 15, and not much has changed this week once again. We have in the front row Coltman coming in for a very rotated hooker position alongside him, Tamiafuna and Franks again. Ritala Kanetsa consolidate that second row. A change though along the back with Falatau at 6, Warburton 7, and Armitage making his way to number 8. The 9-10 combination stays the same with Robbie Robinson still out injured. Smith and Sopawanga stay steady there. In the midfield, Stain and Fekitoa still keeping their spots as well. The only change in the back line comes on the left wing with Sherwin Stowers getting a rare start on the wing. Patrick Osborne, you could not take that jumper off him if you tried. He has been phenomenal over the last few weeks. It would be a massive upset here if the Force could even think about getting a result, let alone look like scoring one. They have a tough ask here. The Highlanders are in town though, and we are underway. Super Rugby. Falatau takes the kickoff, and the Highlanders will be looking for a dominant display against all the odds of what they've seen from them in recent weeks. As a short run, Kerr gets the ball back and keeping it tight here, and it is eventually Cottrell that goes to ground with the ball. The Force look to use their back line, and Burlon has gone into heavy traffic in the middle. Still here for them. They go short and wide now. Big chance out here for Noodle. And Stowers coming across desperate in defence and makes the tackle. That was good for the Force. They brought the defence in with the big man. The back row is Cottrell, Wade Drago and James doing the damage. But then quickly spinning it wide, and Noodle just about got it in the corner. Here's the line out throw, and it's not straight. Wow, that's a big mistake so early in the game from Liam Coltman. You'd expect better, but he's fallen off there big time off his mark.
Crouch.
And a scrum feed is what the Force have opted for. Wow, this is a great chance. A massive opportunity here for this Australian side. Oh, big scrum as well. It's not their forwards that are lacking. How are the backs going to go? Oh, intercepted. Aaron Smith plucks it like a thief in the night. The Force, though, have numbers back to defend, and they'll steal it back. Back deep is right, and coming forward is the Force through the midfield. And Howard is the one who comes away and stolen, and Sopawanga finds Tamiafuna. That's good work, making it up, and here's Stain. Through the middle goes Stain. Oh, he's stepping, waving away from the ball. It goes Shipley. Makes a desperate tackle and will turn this over. Well, you have to go all the way back. Coltman was the one that brought it the other way. Is Sue Charles. They come up to halfway and into touch. Well, that happened all so quickly. The run and the turnover. Hayward was just about done and through, but a good turnover from Coltman. Seen them fire the other way. Now Coltman with a second throw. Aaron Smith finds Sopawanga, who's going to look up, but he's hammered before he could get the kick away, and the Force are piling on in. They'll turn this ball back. They got a Kerr, and Baden Kerr's picked up and driven. A big hit coming in from Warburton. The Welshman on top again here. Waidago looks wide and numbers in defence, but a good bust away from Shipley.
Release.
Just about got the job done. Shipley was almost through.
Advantage.
Here's Tuatara Morrison, advantage of the Force. That's an offside against the Highlanders. This game's starting off interesting enough here, as Shipley again will go on to touch. Osborne dragging over the touchline. Offside against the Highlanders. This game has been played at a very high pace. 21 minutes gone. The Force with the penalty, which they go for touch and find it easily as well. Well, this is an interesting matchup so far. The Force have definitely played at a higher pace than we've seen from them all season. Could this be a secret for them to get in the game? Charles loses it to Ritalik, and that could be killer for them. Here's Sopuanga. He puts this onto his boot, and it wobbles downfield. Straight to the arms of Wright, who's kicked this straight back. Waiting for it is Stain, and Stain is running and finding Sopuanga, who's he's lost that completely. It's gone miles forward. Advantage quickly over though for the Force. As a quick run there from Balin Kerr finds no way through, and the Highlanders might get this one back very quickly. They do. Here's an opportunity. Warburton away for Osborne, slips infield, looks out again, but can't link up again with that support that was waiting from Sopuanga. Now here's Faletau, intercepted, and away comes Hayward. Finds the support there in James. James goes to ground though. The Highlanders try and pile in, but it's a 10-metre line. Kerr has the ball, and there's space and numbers wide, but they choose to keep it in-house with Waidago. Finding it back again nicely. Nuka. Big run there, and they're opting left and right. Through the middle and the helm, they go through Shipley. And Stain takes him down, and surely will get a penalty. No! How was that not releasing? Nuka again, Waidago inside ball. Another chance through the middle for Charles. He's just taken down. The Highlanders stretched here. As again they look wide. This is a try for Noodle. Stowers was caught in field and Noodle's gone in the corner. Well, that's what they do, the Force. They've done it finally. This is their game plan. Draw the forwards in for phase after phase after phase. And then it just takes a couple of passes. You can quickly spread it wide. There's James missing out 3 players. And Noodle in the corner gets the finish. Stowers goes flying over the hoardings as well. Well, this is good from the Force. They've competed, and now they've got the opportunity. They have scored. A betting man could be rich right now if he picked the Force to open the scoring. And as Burlon will try to convert. The fly half has had an average game so far. Hasn't seen too much ball to control, but with 5 to go to the break, he'll line up a conversion that'll just go wide. Unsuccessful from the Force fly half. Burlon goes wide, and it is just 5-0. 4 to go to the break. The Force leading this one. Surprisingly, to most people, I would imagine. Kickoff from Stain, and Stowers, the man who missed the tackle early, has once again let Noodle get away, and now the chase is on. It's got to be made from Hayward, and Stowers does indeed, and he gets a penalty. Well, Hayward was almost gone. It was goodbye, but Stowers had to get those wheels rolling. Now time almost up. Stain will tap. Goes Warburton, and Sam Warburton's through, looking for the corner, looking for a support. He's lost it. What a dreadful play from Warburton in the end. Now it's still with the Force, and Noodle again says, I've had enough. I've got the try. We've got the lead. Let's go to the break. Wow, Warburton, should have he taken a better option there when he made that massive bust through the middle. Goodness me, look at these stats. 5-0 to score. But the Force, 85% of possession, 83% of territory. Wow! That is complete domination over the Highlanders. They have brought their A+++ game tonight. The Western Force. This is classy stuff from this team already. 5-0 their lead though. They need to keep this tempo. They need to keep this domination up for another 40 minutes. or else the Highlanders could easily roll over this deficit without too much trouble at all. The defending for the Highlanders over twice that of the Western Force, and the handling errors have been kept very low as well. The Force just making the one mistake. What a game this is proving to be. A team that is just completely controlling everything, not giving the other side an absolute glimmer of the ball, and they lead 5-0. The Highlanders defending champs on the back foot here against the Force in this game that could really blow open the New Zealand Conference if the Force can pull off a victory. Well, it hasn't been without their chances. The Highlanders, Stain had a massive chance, so did Warburton just on the break. Who's going to be the one to take that killer blow? Or will the Force run away with this one? Again, kicked off left side. Stowers gets a bit more time, and he gets the ball as well. Oh, Fikatoa! Magic hands from the centre. Pulls it in for the Highlanders, and they finally get their support back there. Aaron Smith will have it, and Sopoaga gets the ball he wasn't expecting. It's the Beath in midfield, looking wide for Osborne again. He sweeps out of one. He's looking up against a fullback, and that's a good play. Stopping him in his tracks. Armitage, though, on support. Aaron Smith going, and he fires it again out the back, but it's picked up from the Force. Warburton couldn't pull that one in, and the Force get the ball back. Here's Kerr. Back it goes to Burlon, and he gets a thumper away. Ben Smith tracking back. We'll pull this in. Noodles there. Noodles waiting. Noodles steps. Then he goes away. That's a good play from Ben Smith. Buys himself some time. Sopoaga goes short to Aaron Smith. Comes up against the second line, but that's not good enough from the Force. The defence is poor as Fikatoa gets a dreadful ball. Osborne again is hammered. That is superb defence from the Force. They're getting opened up like a can of worms, but the finishing from the Highlanders is dreadful at the moment. 50 minutes is about to tick over. Charles with another line-out throw, and this time he hits the man at the front. It is Burns, and now they fly wide, and a chance again, Noodle, as he switches play back in field to Shipley. Kerr. Big pass out wide, and Noodle again is in heaps of space. Here comes Stowers. Gets the offload away nicely. Warburton's desperate in defence and gets Hayward. And surely turning it over. No, not given. Now it's Everett Drago. Franks is desperate but gets the pass again away. Kerr finds it in midfield and he's taken down. Oh, and mowed up by the Highlanders. Passes flying everywhere, which way you may like. Fikatoa away to Osborne. Osborne fans away from one. It's a Beath in support. Here's Filatau intercepted. And that finishes off what could be another chance for the Highlanders. It's out there. And, dreadful play from the Force. And Stain picks it up. Fires away. Gets the pass away to Stowers. Right on the 10-metre line. Remember, it is just 5-0. 60 minutes just about up on the clock. Falatau, gave it to no one. Fikatoa's desperate. And Fikatoa somehow pulls that ball in. The Force, though, numbers to the breakdown, and they turn it back over. Oh, this is good from the Force. Can they defend this 5-0 lead? Through the middle goes Shipley. Now he looks towards left with his numbers to burn. Eventually goes there to Tortar Morrison. Now it's running there for Manu. In field they go. And chopped down is Cottrell. Kerr. Not the best play from him, but he's got the ball away again to Burns, and he goes over the 10-metre line. The Highlanders desperate to get this ball here. Manu, good ball over the top. There's a chance for Shipley. Shipley up against Ben Smith and Aaron Smith. Taken down in a great tackle. Aaron Smith saves the day, but pays the price. And now here come the Highlanders. Retallick's knocked it on, and that could be a telling play. Well, he had a big hole. He could have just trotted through and looked to find support and quickly recycle the ball. And it has not gone at all their way. Halanukanuka coming off for Cowan in his place. Scrum feed here for the Force, just 5 metres out. What an opportunity to put this game to bed here for this lowly franchise. Oh, the Highlanders, they've responded beautifully though. There is 10. Oh, the Force have hit back. They could still win this. They have got it back. Here's Kerr. He'll go on the short side. Numbers as they switch back open. Oh, it's gone to Ben Smith. It's dropped it, and it goes to the Force. They still have this ball. It's just a metre out. Here's Kerr. Gives it up, and it's offside. Oh, wow. This game has got it all at the moment, folks. It has got it all. 9 to go. The reserves are on the bench for the Highlanders. We've got an injury to Baden Kerr. Oh, big blow here for the Force, and I think this could nullify their penalty. Kuznetsova is coming on, and there's a lot of replacements for the Highlanders making their way on as well. Matu'u coming on, Afoa, Duplessis, Kane, and North in the back line making their way onto the field, I would presume at the same time. Yes, Duplessis in the middle of the pack there. And it's a scrum feed Force. Time is almost up. Can they hang on for 7 minutes? This could be huge. All the Highlanders, they've got the turnover. Have they this time? Yes, they do. It's there for Aaron Smith. He's going to run it out. He's looking for his numbers. It's a dreadful ball. Stain picks it up. Stain drops it. And it's Noodle. Noodle's got it. Oh, it's in the tackle. This could be huge. The Highlanders are going to drop this match surely. Wow, Aaron Smith did everything right. The past 3 players waited. Oh, and then it was Francois Stein who dropped it. Armitage. Oh. I don't know if we can call this one. The ball did look like it could have touched the ground. Is Armitage hand under that? Oh, this is hard to call. This is a big one as well. This will decide the match. Do the Highlanders have a lifeline, or is it all over? Oh, this is massive call. No try. 5-metre scrum. Noodle goes unrewarded. Well, the Highlanders have to win the scrum, and they have to turn it over, and they need to run 100 metres down the field. What could possibly happen here? Kerr feeds, and the Highlanders again demolish their scrum. Oh, this is a huge effort from this franchise, the Highlanders. Now it comes back. Aaron Smith. Sopuanga. Looking wide. He finds North. There's North straight. It's North through. He's looking up against the fullback. A good tackle in the end. Oh, it's intercepted though. It's come back to the Force. Wide it comes. It's falling everywhere and every which way. It's finally going to go to ground. It's fallen to our forward. Oh, it's back to the Force. This is going everywhere. Who can put this out? It will be in the air. I don't think this will be out. No, it's not. Fikatoa says thank you. Stowers. Oh, he's in the goal. He's in goal and the Force have won. What an upset. What an upset. The Western Force have upset the Highlanders, and what a match it has been. Complete domination of possession and territory. The Highlanders have almost had their game plan put up against them. 1 try, unconverted, all it took, Noodle got the one. The Highlanders have gone unscored for probably the first time in history. Unbelievable. The Western Force strugglers in the Australian Conference have put up a bombshell here at Patterson Stadium to defeat the Highlanders 5-0. Wow. Who saw this coming? A star-studded Highlanders team could not put the points on the board, and I would imagine for their next match will be a complete rewipe of the starting 15. Noodle was the only point scorer. He got the 1 try. That is all they had to speak of. But look at these stats here. Near domination. 62 and 68 possession and territory going to the Western Force. The Highlanders couldn't get out their half. They couldn't do anything. The kicking options soon went out the window as they just had to try and run it. They had chance after chance. The passes just did not stick. Nothing went their way. No chance. No opportunity. And that final ball, that final run to the corner, that little ankle tap just all went the way of the Western Force. 7 line breaks. The Highlanders would normally score 3-4 tries. Tonight, 0. 0, 0, 0 of anything. Unbelievable. They're handling errors though. That's what has during this scoreline. 16 to the Highlanders. A huge amount to concede. Wow. This match has really turned the competition on its head. The Highlanders are well and truly beatable this year, going down for the 2nd time in the season. Let's see how that affects our table heading into our next round of matches. Well, an upset of the highest proportion here as the Western Force have defeated the Highlanders in the 2nd match of round 11. A bonus point still goes away of the Highlanders though for that, losing within 7, but boy, That is of little consolation to the side. An abysmal result from the Highlanders. Other results go very much against the Highlanders as well. The Chiefs getting the win against the Stormers in the first match, with the Blues also winning against the Cheetahs, Brumbies over the Reds, Sharks over the Rebels, Bulls over the Lions, and the Waratahs rounding out against the Crusaders 38-19. Big wins all around. Now we have a really close table. Look at this. The Highlanders still with a game in hand alongside the Hurricanes, as opposed to the other three New Zealand sides yet to have a bye, but there is just 1 point in it. Blues trail 1 point behind the Highlanders at the top of the leaderboard. Chiefs a further 5 points back from the Highlanders. Crusaders down on 17 and the Hurricanes 15. They can only play spoilers, I'd imagine, unless they have a massive run for the rest of the season. Sharks lead the way in South Africa. The Bulls close behind, as are the Stormers. Cheetahs and Lions, their season is done. Now this is going to be interesting. Western Force, wow, they've jumped up big time here into 4th spot. They've overtaken the Rebels, leapfrogged them into 4th with that victory. Brumbies still lead the way though. Waratahs second, 6 points adrift. A further 10 back of the Reds, and then a Force 14 furthermore back from 3rd. But a great result, just their 2nd win of the season for the Western Force. So it's back to Forsyth Bar Stadium, back home for the Highlanders against the Stormers in a shock loss, which can only be described as abysmal from this Highlanders outfit. Changes are plenty coming in. Bryce Doolan is back from injury, so we may see him slot straight back into the starting lineup. Robbie Robinson still out for about another 27 days, which is going to see him out for a lot of the season. What changes need to be made? Big changes surely coming for this Highlanders team in the next match at home against the Stormers. I'll be there for that one. I hope to see you all there as well. Thank you all for tuning in to the match today, and I'll see you all next time for plenty more rugby. Until then, thanks for watching and take care.